If you're coming to United States, you could be the victim of one of these four scams that usually happens with international students, especially Indian demographic year over year. And just 2 days ago, I got a message that they got scammed and I decided to make this video. So hopefully you never get scammed after watching this video. Let's go. There are four types of scam which are targeted for international students, Indian demographic. And here are they. Number one is girlfriend scam. Yes, this is very common scam and this is especially targeted for guys, as the name suggests, girlfriend scam. Here's how the scam works. Step number one is this scammer probably is going to buy a profile which is on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, any social media, Twitter. Like, they know which social media you are active on and they're going to try to connect with you on whatever social media they want to target you on. Then they're going to study your profile before even they start to connect with you. They're going to study who are you tagging with, who are your friends, and especially in the Facebook world, they also see your relatives and all the options you might have tagged, like this is my father, mother, brother, siblings, cousins, and all of that. So they're going to track everything and they maintain a database. It's a solid scamming system. After that, they will start sending out connection requests, LinkedIn request, Instagram request, whatsoever. They try to make a contact with you. If you have accepted the request, because you might think like, I'm in United States, people are starting to reach out to me. So you get excited, you might not even actually see the profile. And even if you see the profile, it will look legit because they have tried to hack so many real profile. And guess what? Sometimes the profile is made by the girls who are actually selling this, and they are real people who are selling it for the scam. So they get money to actually sell the profile. This has happened. So the next step is that you accepted it. They will generally start to make conversation very, very little. It's not the first conversation they're going to try to hack you. They're going to make conversation very slowly. 1 day, 2 days, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, and it's going to be so slow that you feel like this is genuinely a nice person wanting to try to be my friend, probably trying to be my girlfriend. And then at some point in your weak moment, they're going to say like, are you free? I'm lonely, and so and so. They'll try to get you on the video chat. They might ask you to send you some photos and all of that. And ultimately, they will trap you in the moment that you get on the video call. When you get on the video call the first time, you probably are very cautious because you don't want to be like super crazy. So you're going to be cautious. So the first 2-3 times, they're going to actually have the same girl who's on the profile because they have either videos of those girls already shot. So they're just playing those videos and you might actually think that it's legit. And like I said, they actually are using those people, the girls who are using the profile, selling it. So they are actually there and you actually get convinced that this is a real girl who's wanting to do the chat with me. And this is 50% of the time this happens. 50% of the time they just try to scam you, they morph you, they Photoshop it. And now with AI, it's so easy to change your face with something else. So regardless, they will trap you. And then once they have enough 30 seconds clip of yours, then they will say like, yep, I got you. Here's your photo. Here's your video. If you don't send me $2,000, $5,000, I'm going to send this to all your friends. I'm going to post it on YouTube. I'm going to post it on your Facebook wall. I'm going to send it to your parents and university and so and so. And they're going to make you go in the panic state and the super stress state. You have two options. Number one, and this is when I get text from people that, Yudi bhai, I got scammed and here's what happened with me. What should I do? Here's what you need to do. Unfortunately, it has already happened. There's not a lot in your control. They have higher leverage. You don't have any leverage. So first, accept that this has happened. Oh, shoot, I made this mistake. All right, learn from it. Never do this again. Hopefully, you realize that. You will probably realize that. Number two is block the profile. The minute you start ignoring them, the less leverage they start to have because there's no way for them to reach out to you to ask money. So ignore them, cut off them, you delete your profile, make it inactive for a few days, and then start sending, tell all of your friends that report this profile, make it scam, and even go above and beyond and tell some of your friends that, there might be someone who will try to tell you something. Please just ignore, don't, interact with it. This is what you actually will have to do. No matter you do a FBI report or cybersecurity, nothing is going to work because they are using multiple IPs, VPNs, and all of that. So there's no way anyone is going to catch that. So all you have to do is ignore it. Don't fall under the trap of giving money because you probably think like, I never want to do this. Like, I just want to give them money and deal with it and like let them delete the footage. They will never delete the footage. This has happened with a student, with our subscribers. He has told me this personally, that he gave the money, $2,000, and then 2 weeks later they came back and said they need another $1,000. And then this kept happening, and then he completely started, after that he never gave the money, but he started avoiding it, and they went away. So remember, this is their business. So if they are spending more than 2 days, they are losing out customers on other people. So they're going to stop reaching out to you because they are not getting any traction on you. So think of it this as a sales strategy. When salespeople call you on your phone and after 2-3 times you just ignore it, they know that this customer is no more, like, let's just move on to the next one. That's the same strategy you need to apply if you get scammed in this girlfriend scam. Moving on to the next one, which is government federal scam. This is going to be an interesting one. They know that you are an international. This is very, very fresh one. As soon as you land, within the first 3 months, this scam will happen to you, or you will become the victim of this. Here's how. They will understand what you're doing. They somehow have the data on you. And then as soon as they have the data, they're gonna like try to scam you that, hey, you haven't paid your Homeland Security fee. You haven't paid your UCIS fee. You haven't paid your service fee. You haven't paid Social Security fee, income tax fee, so and so. Some form of government federal fee that you haven't paid. There is a fine on you and you need to pay it as soon as possible. Otherwise, you will get deported. I'm going to transfer your call to Homeland Security and stay tuned on the line. It will make it feel like super legit. They'll transfer the call and then this guy will say like, hi, I am officer so-and-so from the Homeland Security Department. You know, they'll make it look like you're allegedly missing out on the fine. You need to pay the fine. And what do you do after that? You're taking out your credit card or debit card and you start giving them that information and they swipe it for $1,000, $2,000 until you realize that, all right, now I'm scammed and I need to block my card and all of that. So what you need to do, government agencies will never, ever ask money from you. And if they do, it's going to be through online. And if it is online, it's .gov extension. So anything which is government related, it will be .gov website. So make sure if something like this happen, you say, all right, I'm going to, call you back. Give me some time. I don't have my credit card with you. I'll get back to you. And then, talk to some of your people, international office, and then make sure that you actually know what you're doing and just ask the international office, am I supposed to pay service fees? Am I supposed to pay social security fees? They'll say like, nope, you are getting scammed. Ignore it. So that's how you will be protected. If you attend the call, one, hopefully you don't attend like unknown calls. I never do that. And two, if you do, just make sure that you don't fall the victim and don't get panicked as soon as you hear something that someone is behind you and you need to pay, even though they will make it sound like it's a police officer. Number 3 is the new one, which is the university scam. This also happens as soon as you land. What happens is that they know which universities you are going because thanks to you, you are updating on your LinkedIn and you're like, all right, I am here in United States. So they are keeping eye on you. They know all these details that you're going to this university, you just started, you're going to land on the blah, blah, blah. All right. So now they know that within 10 days, they're going to start calling you and you are like, all right, who's this person? And you don't know if you should ignore it, not ignore it. So you're going to pick up the call or they'll send you actually email or call. They'll say like, you are supposed to pay your university fees. Your university fees didn't go through. Your loan section didn't go through. Here's the link, go and pay it. And they will make it look like as if it's so urgent in that email or in the call. And then you will have to you get panicked and then you just start to pay it. So don't panic in such situation. And again, check the emails which they are sending because the scammers are getting super, super smart. And especially with the help of AI, they're getting even smarter. So when they send the email, it's going to look like it's from university. So you want to make sure that the email itself is from @tsuchico.edu, northeastern.edu. Make sure that's the extension in the email and it's not just random Gmail. So anyway, don't panic. Don't get stressed and really understand that why they are reaching out to you. And if it is, call your university and ask them if it is really true. And if you're on call with them, then hang up and say yep, I'll make the payment, send me the email. That's totally fine and acceptable answer. So don't panic. The first thing is do not panic. Understand what's going on and then make a decision based on that. Final scam. This is the most dangerous one because it happens in your most desperate situation. It's a job scam. Here's what happens. You are obviously in your final semester or your internship situation. You are posting out on your LinkedIn saying that I'm so desperate, I need job. I mean, you obviously not saying that, but you need job. You have that open to work. You probably say that I'm laid off and so and so. Here's what the scammers are doing. They are creating fake companies, fake website, fake addresses, and they are replacing some of the real companies, and it's like replacing the website and all of that. And it's so minute that it will feel like it's actually everything is real. And then they will actually conduct recruiter round, hiring manager round, technical round. They will even send you coding assessment and all of that. After you go through this whole process, you will feel like, okay, this is actually legit interview process. And then to succeed, they will offer you. Most likely you will always get offer. Not most likely, you will get an offer from them. And you will start to see this seems like a little weird too. You will start to recognize the pattern, but they'll offer you. And then what they'll do is there's two ways they'll start to get the money from. Number one is relocation, and number two is the equipments. With relocation, they'll say like, all right, you need to travel because our company is so and so state or so and so city. So you will have to book Uber, your U-Haul, your flight tickets, hotels, and all of this. If you want to do that, here's our website, and you can book it through this because we have commercial discount and partnership with them, and we will reimburse you. Usually when something like this happens, it's a scam. Most companies will pay for you, and most companies will transfer the money to you so that way you can spend it. Number two is equipment, which is what the most time people do and people get scammed for, is that they will send you a check, $3,000, that, hey, you need to buy a MacBook, and I'm going to send you a check. And once you deposit the check, please let us know. As soon as you get the check, you start depositing it. You go to the bank and you deposit it, or you probably use your phone to deposit it. The system with United States is as soon as you deposit overdraft check, it will still show it. There's something called current balance, present balance, and available balance. Present balance is something which is like they have to, because of the laws and all of that, as soon as you scan, the present balance will reflect the amount you deposited, maybe some of it. So you consciously think that, oh, I got the money, but it's actually not yet deposited. It takes some time, few hours, 1 hour, one full day. So what will happen is they will call you, hey, we sent you by mistake more amount, and can you please send back like $500 or $1,000, and they'll give you Venmo, PayPal, and all of that. And then you will be like, yeah, makes sense. I mean, yeah, they've by mistake given us like $500 extra. The equipment is only going to cost me so and so. So you send them that money back and thinking that, I've already have their money. They get the money because you're doing an electronic transaction, and then next day the check gets withdrawn because it's an overdraft. They never had a balance in that bank account. So that checks overdrafted and you lose all the money. This is where like you have to be really, really, really careful. Like you have to do detailed research, find out if your alumni or anybody is working over there. Ask around people, and if you have questions, please ask me. I'm more than happy to respond to you. So something like this happens. So please check before you pay. Anytime company hires you and asks you to pay something, that is a signal that this is something scammy. So at that time, you need to just pause, take a step back and look at the big picture, like what's going on? Like, why is it so easy? Why are they hiring me so quickly and all of that? So those are the 4 scams that happens. I hope you learned something and find it valuable. Please share this with all the incoming students because I don't want anybody to fall victim of this scam. It's really, really annoying, and it's very sad when people reach out to me that they get scammed. If you enjoyed this video, I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this video. Please continue watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling, keep hustling, gotta hustle every single day.